Here's the trailhead for Barr Trail. Goes to the top of Pikes Peak. About 13 miles from here to the top. Well, I've climbed up several switchbacks now, and we're not really anywhere interesting. Just coming up to another switchback, but I would like to show you the view from here. So, down there is the city of Manitou Springs. That little green spot that is now in the center of the screen is a tennis court that is roughly at the same elevation as where we started from. Well, there's a ways to go yet. So let's... Wow. Look at that view. Wow. Here's the trail. We've come up a little further. But we're coming up here on the first thing I would consider a landmark on the trail. This is the incline overlook. This part of the trail intersects the infamous incline. This is a stairway that's about a mile in length, 45 to 50 degrees all the way up it, and during almost any daylight hours host to a whole cadre of crazy people walking up these stairs. And off in the distance there's the top somewhere, sort of a stairway to heaven. Well, heck with those stairs. Let's keep walking up the Barr Trail. It's beautiful up here. Well, we've come up a little further, and here's the trail. We are coming up on a real landmark of the trail. This is the Rock Arch. This is well known to everyone who hikes the trail. Quite an interesting formation. Well, we've got a ways to go yet. Okay, here's something worth seeing. Here's one of the metal signs that line the trail. We'll be seeing a few more of these. This one happens to be right near where the incline connector trail from the top of the incline meets the Barr Trail. As you can see, Cog Railroad Depot 3 that way. We're about 3 miles up the trail. Well, let's keep walking. Wow, we have made it to No Name Creek. Some people call this French Creek, so if you hear it either way, you'll know what they're talking about. There's this sign here. Pikes Peak Summit. That says 9.5, but Barr Camp's only 3.5. That's pretty cool. The other thing says Old Fremont Experimental Forest, quarter mile. That's quite a story. Ask me about it sometime, maybe. Here's the aforementioned No Name and or French Creek. Quite a picturesque little creek. Well, here's a treat. Maybe you can't see this. At the top of the trail there's a deer who's just browsing at the edge of the tree. You can see him a little clearer there. Oh yeah, that's great. Boy, he's really fearless. My goodness. Hey, Mr. Deer, how's it going today? I'm going to walk right up on him. Maybe I can pat him. Oh, there he goes. He's decided he doesn't want to play. Not going too far though, is he? Oh, the wonders of nature. Well, I sure like this trail. Oh, golly. Look how close the top of that mountain looks. Like you could almost reach out and touch it. Unfortunately, we're not even quite halfway yet. The road goes ever on and on. Well, here we go. This is the 7.8 sign. This says Pikes Peak Summit, 7.8 miles. Difficult to read, I know, but honestly that's what it says. And the other arrow going back says top of incline, 2.5. That means from the top of the incline, we've come about 2.5 miles. And this marks about the halfway point from No Name Creek to Barr Camp. So we've got a little ways to go to get to Barr Camp. Almost there. Here we go. Well, here we go. Next landmark. This is Lightning Point. It's really just sort of a big rock, but it's a good landmark. It was around here that a friend of mine took a pretty good spill and knocked the wind out of himself. So you want to be careful and watch your footing on the trail. Now, I'm not sure how Lightning Point got its name, but I imagine if you stood up there in a thunderstorm, you'd figure it out. Let's go. Hey, we're making progress. We're coming right up on the footbridge. That's all it is. Footbridge. Little stream, little bridge. But it's a marker because it tells us that we're getting close to the Barr Camp. Oh, half-mile sign. This marks the beginning of what many have called the longest half-mile in the world. Let's get going. Okay, we are steps away from Barr Camp. And here we are. Barr Camp. Let's go across the bridge. See who's home. (10,200 feet). Barr Camp. Pack out your trash.